New tonight, Kingsport city leaders voted unanimously to rezone a portion of land to make way for a new neighborhood. Those plans are to change around 8 acres of land that includes part of Conway Drive from a residential district to a planned development district. News Channel 11's Justin Soto found out some people who live in that area are not happy with what the developer has planned.
Well, Sarah, there are plans to create 38 new single-family homes on that property, but with winding and steep roads leading up to that area, some neighbors don't think the area can handle the extra traffic that a planned development district would bring. We're
not saying don't build, we're saying don't rezone.
By one.
I'm highly in favor of these houses being built for the citizens of Kingsport.
Kingsport residents voiced their opinions to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen about plans to rezone this land that includes 2 properties on Conway Drive to allow for new homes. Some were in favor of the plans.
All the provisions have been made, and I, for one, like my husband, are very much for this.
Some opposed.
You could not get a school bus and a FedEx truck on the street together.
The area is hilly with turns and twists along the way, but Kingsport Police Chief David Quillen said there aren't more accidents in that area than any other neighborhood.
I'm not aware of a particular increase in this area.
Stacy Lugardo lives on Conway and says the home she and her family rent will be demolished as part of the plan.
It honestly doesn't bother me.
She plans to stay in the area.
As long as people be careful driving, then I don't see why there would be any harm in it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
With that unanimous vote came an explanation.
At the end of the day, we have to decide, do we raise taxes to make everybody equal and not even grow, or do we encourage some development?
Work to see if we could do some improvements, especially if there's added traffic or when there's added traffic there.
But some don't buy it.
There's a safety issue. The city is aware of it. And my question to the city is, what are you going to do about it?
This is not a done deal just yet. The second and final reading of this rezoning plan will most likely be at the BMA's next meeting 2 weeks from tonight. Sarah.